welcome back to yet another ZWT Walk and Talk. Happy that you're here, that you joined us. Here we talk about pretty much updates and lessons and what I'm going through currently and how I can learn from the things that I'm going through. It's different from the journey because the journey is more weekly updates on what's going on. This is more like life lessons from the journey. It's kind of a full rounded effect. It's kind of nice actually. Whoa, you're loose as a goose. Go right. Right. But glad that you joined us today. Always stoked to have people on. Hopefully you can hear me. We're trying some new things out when it comes to our setup, making sure that everyone's dialed in. But yeah, how's your day going? Comment your day, comment your week, comment your month, comment your year. What's going on in your life? How's it going? Are you enjoying life? Are you not enjoying life? Are you crushing the game? Are you having difficulty in figuring out what you're doing? What's the claim right now? What's the claim to fame? Because it's nice to reflect sometimes. Just to get a slight reflection on what's going on in life. Individually, of course. For yourself. More of a self-reflection kind of deal. You know, we all need some type of adjustments, some type of checkpoints as we go about our daily life, and so this is for you, if anything. Comment down what your life is like right now. Is it good? Is it bad? Are you struggling? Are you having a good time? Are you enjoying the process? Are you struggling and still enjoying? What's the claim? Let us know in the comment section down below. We like to see it. We love to see it. In any case, hurry up. Oh, no. Zemo found a squirrel. Come on. Nope. Leave it. No squirrels. No squirrels allowed. You're okay. I gotta get my... For some reason this morning, he's a little on edge. I'm not sure why, but he's on edge about something. I'm not quite sure what it is. I don't know. Maybe he just really needed a run today. You know when you just really need a run? When you just really need it. And nothing else is in your sights. You just really need that one thing. I need that one thing. You got that run thing. Today's Even Walk and Talk. Really wanted to address how everyone's doing. Making sure everyone's enjoying the process. Making sure everyone's enjoying where they're at within their life. You know, sometimes we tend to get caught up with what's going on and we forget to enjoy everything that's happening in our life right now, and that gets the best of us, and it sucks most times because we're not our best selves. Man, Timo was super fishy today. So how are you doing? That is the question. Where do you want to be in life, and where do you want to take your life? That's kind of the claim to fame today. We want to make sure everyone's dialed in. Self-reflect. Think about those things. Meditate on it. Just take a moment, 2 minutes, 5 minutes right now, just to really think about, hey, who do I want? Where am I right now in the scheme of things? In the course of life? Where do I want to be taking my life right now so that I can be the best version of myself, or a better father, a better brother, a better sister, a better mother, a better whatever, better boss, better worker, better employee, whatever that might be. What is it for you, and what are you doing to grow, to progress? Even if you don't want to progress in that way, where are you trying to work on something? Patience, a quality within yourself, endurance. Well, if you're trying to figure out what that is, that's also a good place to be, because then you're a clean slate. You can figure out where your weaknesses are, acknowledge those limitations, and then work on them. So where are you right now in the scheme of things? right now, the reason I bring it up is because I was talking to my dad actually recently, and I had never really known his expectations of me as his son. It just wasn't communicated at all, and I feel like there's an important lesson to be had there when we're going through whatever we're going through. We need to know what the expectation is. Now, what I mean by that is you should have a realistic expectation of yourself in relation to where you are versus where you want to be, and taking the necessary actions to get there, right? Not everyone's going to move at the same pace, not everyone's going to move at the same speed, but at least you can make and take certain actions, take certain steps towards that direction, and still get your desired result. May come later, may come sooner than you want to, but at least you're taking action. That's really the key in all this, is being able to, first of all, recognize that you need to improve, and then second, you take action on those things. Now, the hard part about it is figuring out what you need to do exactly. Everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to have a different approach to it. But what's important is that you try and you continue to find ways to grow, find ways to progress in whatever that means to you, like I said. And, yep, please, you heard me. Put your butt down. Sometimes he loves to listen, sometimes he doesn't. Thank you. So, what does that mean for you specifically? As you're going about your journey, as you're going about your life, how will what you are doing right now affect who you're trying to become? Now, the reason I bring up the story about my dad is I was more or less stressed out about the things that I'm doing right now and if I'm doing the right thing, and things aren't really going my way, or at least the way I want them to. So I'm having to change my course a little bit, change the trajectory, adjust, which is fine, totally fine with me. I don't mind it. It's just sometimes it is frustrating, I'll be honest. And I sat down with my dad one morning. We talked about everything that's going on, and it was relieving in some cases of just not knowing what I needed to do, what my dad expected of me. And as a son, that's a pretty big deal. I'm pretty sure I can vouch for most sons around the world that your how your dad looks at you and how your dad views you is pretty big deal. You can ask any son out in the world that that if they care about how their dad views them, and 9 times out of 10, even if they're not telling the truth, most guys care about how their dad feels about them. So, in some cases, some senses, financially specifically, secularly, I did feel that I was not living up to the expectation that my dad had set on me. With that said, he asked me, well, do you know my expectations of you? And I proceeded to say no, because we had never talked about it. So he told me something very simple, very profound, as dramatic as that sounds. He says, all I really want you to do is to enjoy life. And that kind of stuck with me. I didn't realize how much pressure I was putting on myself as an individual. You know, come on, let's go. Leave it. There are a lot of things that we put on ourselves as humans, as human beings, as people, that aren't even necessary. And we put things out of perspective most times. And when we do that, we actually put ourselves at a disadvantage. And I'm really into board games, and right now we're playing a role-playing game, RPG, almost like a Dungeons and Dragons D&D, but it's Star Wars. And at times, you might be at a disadvantage, and the whole point of the game is it's chance. So you roll dice, and your results will determine your outcome, if it's good or bad. If it's a high roll, then it's pretty much good. If it's a low roll, then it's pretty much bad. So the reason I bring that up is because sometimes you are in a state of disadvantage, which means you can actually roll the dice twice, and whatever the lower roll is what your result comes out to be. Instead of just doing the one roll and just leaving it as is, you basically have a better chance of getting a lower number overall, which sucks. Sometimes you roll at an advantage. Same basic framework. You roll twice, but you get the higher number out of it. So as you're going about your life, as you're going about yourself, think about how you're rolling. Are you rolling at a disadvantage, or are you rolling at an advantage? And it's not technically your circumstances that will dictate that. You can be rolling at an advantage all you want. Think about that. You can roll at an advantage all you want. It doesn't have to be so square. It doesn't have to be specific to just specifically just for a certain circumstance. That's not the case here. You can be your advantage, rather. You can be the one that allows yourself to grow and to thrive in a way that no one else has the chance to or the ability to. So look at it from that point of view of, hey, you know what? Everyone's going through something. Everybody's struggling. Everybody's dealing with something in some way, shape, form, or reality. But just know that as you're going about your life and your business and yourself, that you can inadvertently be at an advantage despite it all. We'll leave it there for today's Emo Walk and Talk. I think that was a pretty good stopping point there. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment something that you've been enjoying thus far, because we love hearing about everything you enjoy here on the Travel Vlog, or rather Emo Walk and Talk. Oh, see, this is what happens when you have multiple podcasts running at the same time. No, Emo Walk and Talk. ZWT. All the ZWT, you know what I'm saying? Yes, in any case, make sure you hit the links down below. If you'd like to follow on our various forms of social media, you may there. Right. Come on. Leave it. Leave it. Come on. Go. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Also, make sure you check out that link. We have webinars running every Wednesday, or rather this one. We have a webinar. Check the links down below. If you are interested in growing your brand, figuring out how you can do so, grow your brand, grow your audience, connect deeper with your audience without the hassle and bustle of editing and doing all the social media things, click the link in the bio. We have a webinar running on Wednesday. We'd love to have you. We'd love to make sure that you're dialed in, at least have the knowledge and the foresight on how you can grow it, and just have a grand old time. We love having everybody join us on Wednesday. It's going to be a good one. So hit that link in the bio. We also have a Patreon page if you want to support the dream. Get some exclusive content there. We got you dialed in there. Even the little bit that you put in goes a long way. It's much appreciated. So that's it for today's Emo Walk and Talk. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be safe, stay breezy, stay wheezy. Make sure you're not low-drated, that you're hydrated. And we will see you on the next Emo Walk and Talk or Travel Pod or somewhere. Right, Zemo? There you go. Peace.